Hey y'all, let's do a reading, shall we? Just about anybody who reads cards or does astrology or anything like that is going to be able to tell you in the next 18 months or so. We're going to have a lot of flux, right? Even anybody on the news would be able to tell you that the climate of the world is going to be ever changing. It's going to be like standing on an iceberg in the middle of an ocean, and you don't know what the weather's going to be like, and you don't know when the waves are going to come. That being said, there are some of us who thrive in situations like that. There are some of us who go with the flow. There are some of us who take things as they come, who change things and morph into the most advantageous situation possible. There are those who really create their own destiny and who kind of thrive in bullshit, right? Not in a manipulative way, but they get it, and they can go with the flow, and they're not going to be bogged down by this energy. This reading's for you. If that resonates with you and you're one of those people who goes with the flow and you actually thrive in chaos, and I don't mean you freak out in chaos and you go faster and no, I mean you freaking thrive in chaos because people come to you for a sense of calm or for answers in times like that. Sometimes that's me. So I get it. And this reading is for people like you. For an example, somebody who at work, you always use this person, you maybe, to calm down a situation, right? So if you have an angry customer who's just riled up about something, who do you call? If it's you, if you're the one who calms down people, if you're the one who's just cool as a cucumber, just going about your own business when the whole world's on fire, this is for you. All right. Most of this is going to be in the clarifiers. I will tell you that because this animal deck is challenging me today. So the Two of Swords. I think I just want to do the polarity, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm going to do 4. What the hell? Yes. All right, I'm going to do 5. Hey, if you don't like this, if you don't like the fact that I said I was going to pull 4 and then I pull 5, then this is not your reading. This reading is for the people who are totally cool with me pulling 5 cards instead of 4 like I said I was going to. Okay? So, sayonara. Watch something else. Oh, God. But that's really how it is, right? Okay. Yes, this polarity. The polarity. Because never, probably, maybe even in your lifetime, never are you going to see more of a contrast. It's really going to push people to their limits. You remember back in 2020, regardless of what country you were in, we had this little issue with a certain little bug, and that made people's true colors come out. It was a little bit delayed. The reaction of people's true motivations was a little bit delayed. Like it was in late 2021, but still, you saw some stuff you learned some things about people, for better or for worse. Like some people, it was their moment to shine. You could be a real kind of dick of a person working in a hospital, but all of a sudden when you actually, you had to be there and respond to this crisis, you really were one of the heroes. It's a little bit like that. Okay. It's a little bit like that energy, because you're going to be able to pick out, and I'm very much reading these together, so I'm going to clarify them together. It's Yeah, but nobody, this will not be a widely cultivated thought. Okay. But now that you've watched this, you need to know and you need to pay attention, because there is a certain level of innocence between this dichotomy. People who are well versed in dichotomy, and I'll say, the mutable signs in astrology, for example, or if you have a lot of mutable sign in your chart or a lot of air sign in your chart, you're accustomed to this. You are familiar with the dichotomy of life. It's going to be a lot clearer to you during the next 18 months or so. Making decisions is going to be a lot easier. Okay, I'm going to move this over. I'm going to pull another. Oh, the universe didn't like my plans. It's not my plans. Oh, why is the Ten of Cups here? Santa Muerte deck, don't fail me now. The irony would be is if I pulled just this totally chaotic reading and I'd be like, yeah, this is what you do, like it makes no sense. Have a nice day. The universe wants to talk a lot more about external energies and kind of how to deal with them than it does you. So that's what we're going to do. This message is for those of you who are going to go with the flow, and those of you who are very unbothered by crises around you, those of you who your friends and others reach out to in difficult times for you to save the situation. Temperance, yes. The Hanged Man, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Nine of Swords. Fueled by the Sun on the Page of Cups. Your ability to, like I was saying, transform. Not everybody is going to see it that way. There are going to be many, 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 many times the next 18 months in which you are going to kind of be in your own little universe. And I tell you this so you can kind of prepare for it. If you're somebody who's like super social and you depend on other people to hang around and to bounce ideas off and to do things with, you might want to start going alone, because just to get used to it, because it's going to be happening more and more frequently, especially as we get deeper into 2025. You're going to find yourself separated, unless you've got a lot of cool friends that also go with the flow and see the dichotomy of life. But not everybody is like that. So, you're going to be a bit of a lone wolf, and your ideas and your ability to transform the negative into a positive, or the ability to ride the waves, one of my very favorite images is like, it really is. I need to paint it one day. One of my very favorite images is Jesus, a depiction of Jesus on a surfboard, riding the waves. That's really, like, those waves are gonna be crazy. I don't surf, so I don't know the vernacular, unfortunately. But those waves are gonna be rough. And your ability to surf them is going to be dependent on how much of an anchor you drag behind you. So if you've got a lot of friends or family who do not go with the flow, oh man, that is really going to be rough. And I think that's what we're starting to talk about here. For some of you, this could be just one of you. It's interesting because I'm not used to getting such specific language. But for some of you, this could be like a maternal figure, a mother figure, who is not cool with going with the flow, who's very traditional, who is very much set in their ways, and it could be like a mother figure, like anyone at all, an aunt, a mother, a friend who might have some years on you, even a significant other who is a nurturing aspect to your life. They're not, no. That, that traditional aspect of their psyche is going to be tested. And there's not going to be a whole lot that you can do about it. And so you've really got to pull your energy back from them. You've just got to like deal with their drama. You cannot let it affect you. I think if anything is going to hold you back, my beautiful mercurial people, it's going to be this aspect of it. Whether it's a mother, whether the mother signifies your workplace, that could be for a lot of you. It's this matriarchal energy that is holding you back. So how do you deal with that? Well, you take a deep breath and you just let that shit go. You realize that it is not, what's not your problem is not your problem. It doesn't matter the connection that you have to them or the way that they're dependent on you, whether it's work or a person. But shoot, it's going to be a long ass year if you stay so tied to this energy. Let me tell you, it's not going to be worth it at all. You might have to cut ties with this energy. And I mean, I would. Anybody who's not able to flow with this is going to drag you down. And it's not forever, so it's not forever. But if this person has a really strong hold on your life right now, oy. Okay, let's pull for justice. I feel for you. My maternal aspects of my life are very easygoing. All right, justice. I'm really drawn to the world in the justice card, which I usually am never drawn to. The Six of Pentacles is on the bottom. Temperance. Yeah. Something. You know what? If you're able to, absolutely, if you're able to pull enough of your energy back from whatever wants to drag you down into the muck of this, and you're able to surf those waves, and you're able to stay high, stay fluid, stay flexible, stay happy, find the joy in little things, find peace and solace in crazy times. It's like this energy, if you can do it, is like meditating in the middle of a busy airport with sirens going off. And the only way you can really do that is you can't get mad at it. You can't sit there and close your eyes and be upset. The only thing you can do is sort of transfer into the 5D or somehow release yourself from caring about it. If you care about and have a lot of expectations and have a lot of traditional values, this is not fun. And so those people that might have that way of being, I think the point was, because I was pulling on this, sorry. The point is, if you stay enough far away from this energy, or you're able to filter it before you receive it in your heart and soul, this could be a great time for you. Things will come to light. Karmic balance will be in place. Your level of awareness of the universe and yourself will be so enhanced at the end of this. So enhanced. And you really will achieve this, I want to say karmic reward, but it's not really like that. It's just about getting through, this. I have another analogy. Okay, so imagine like a corn maze. Okay, and these folks here who are so stuck are going to keep making the same wrong turns and hitting dead ends, and they're not able to see what it's like. And so they're going to get frustrated, and they're going to turn around, and they're going to go backtrack, and they're going to get mad about it. But you can actually fly above the maze. You have this wonderful vision and duality where you can see beyond the maze, and you can see the maze in different colors and aspects, and you can see a way out where no one else can. That's why you're going to be so valuable. You'll be valuable in your relationships. You'll be valuable at work. You'll be valuable to your own sense of, your own perspective of the universe is going to value where your flow is. It's just going to be great. It's going to be awesome. And the fact is that you're going to get into the end of that maze. And that's what I talk about when I say your karmic reward, because it's not really a reward. It's just that your vision is going to allow you to see wonderful things that others can't, and pick those out and then obtain them. Yeah? That's what it is. Your vision is going to be able to see things that other people don't see, and obtain or create or grow where others can't. I love it so much. Y'all are great. And any cross watchers who are watching this, who aren't typically this sort of vibration, you can be. At least a little, at least enough to not make this miserable. Remain flexible. It's like my favorite quote from R.I.P.D., the Rest in Peace Department, starring Ryan Reynolds. The movie is not great other than this one line. Ryan Reynolds is about to step in front of a bus. And who is it? Jeff Daniels? I don't remember. He says, relax body, right? We're about to get hit by a motherfucking bus. And those of us who have relaxed our bodies are going to land a hell of a lot better. Our bones aren't going to be broken. We're going to be great. And those who keep stiff bodies and keep a closed mind and a way of thinking that is antiquated and won't move forward in this energy, they're going to get their bones broken. They're going to be splattered on the highway. Sorry for the visual, but yeah. So just if you're cross watching and this is not you and you've made it this far, then you are halfway there, because temperance and waiting through 18 minutes of a tarot reading is halfway there. So I have high hopes. Be flexible. Make sure every day you're doing some type of meditation practice where you are happily sitting within whatever energy exists. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Wands. It's the time. I don't have to explain this to you, right? I mean, the whole thing is the time that we're in. Queen of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, and that's fueled by the Eight of Cups. Listen, there's an incredible amount of we've been in a pressure cooker for a long time. Okay? And if you know anything about pressure cookers, this will make a lot more sense to you. But if you don't, I'm sorry, look it up. So 2025 hits the release valve on the pressure cooker. Okay? Some people are not going to like that because there's steam coming out of it and suddenly it's noisy and there's all kinds of shit happening and the barometric pressure is changing and there's a heat exchange, and most of all, there's just a lot of noise. There's going to be a lot of noise in 2025. Okay? Those of us who know what's happening are excited about this pressure release, because we know that once the pressure is released, We have more normal and stable way of living. We're not in a pressure cooker anymore. We need to blow off this steam. I hope that makes sense. I hope that helps. Gosh, I'm elated just pulling these cards. I feel like this is also my energy. I feel like 2025 has so much power, and it's very, very important that we're intentional with it. And so if you have any negativity in your life, if you have anything that needs sort of zhuzhed up a little bit, or an area of your life you want to focus on, have that flexibility, because wow, you're finally going to start seeing some real positive changes in your life if you're able to flow with this. Seek out that which others can't see. All right. I love y'all. Good luck.